Well, not too long from now, high school seniors and their parents will get their first college finance forms in the mail, and the paperwork can seem a bit overwhelming. Here with some ideas to help navigate the process is Eric Berg. He's the Vice President for Enrollment Management with the College of St. Scholastica. Thank you for joining us. And yes, having been the parent of a child who's now in college, yes, it's totally overwhelming. So what's the best advice that parents need to think about right now?
Well, I know that right now there are a good number of people out there that have financial aid award letters sitting on their table right now. They're getting them from colleges, and hopefully they've opened them, they've talked to their students about them. I think the best thing they can do is make sure they get in touch with someone at the college, at the colleges, and break down those award letters. Let those people at the colleges walk them through step by step so they fully understand exactly what the award means, because there's a lot of confusing information on them, especially for parents who are going through the whole process for the first time.
Now, are we talking about the upper tier students who are qualifying because of their grades, or are we talking about all across the board students?
All across the board students. There are need-based scholarships, merit-based scholarships. Not only that, but there's a lot of grant funding out there. And so parents need to understand the difference between scholarships, grants, what kind of loans are available, and if they do qualify for those things, to make sure they understand fully where each part fits in and what their out-of-pocket costs will be, not only for the first year, but for 4 years or for longer, depending upon how long the student takes to get through their degree program.
Let's talk about rankings, and you say they can be misleading. What do you mean by that?
Well, certainly that's accurate. They can be misleading, but rankings are what they are. They're accurate. They're ranked for a reason. I think rankings are a really good way for people to whittle down their college process, their college search process, to start looking at what they're interested in. I really think that when it gets to the point of fit and feel, that rankings become a lot less important. A student shouldn't enroll at a college just because it's ranked that way if it's not a good fit.
They really need to make a visit to the college and find out if it's going to work for them at all. Let's talk about scholarship options.
Okay. I think that when you're looking at those financial aid award letters, one of the things that you need to be asking when you call up the financial aid award or the financial aid office, ask about those scholarships. Are they renewable? If so, how do you renew them? How long can you renew them? I think it's really important that parents understand whether or not certain scholarships are stackable. And what that means is that whether or not you achieve any outside scholarships, if you win any outside scholarships, how those will negatively or positively affect the overall financial aid award letter.
Good to know.
So ask about whether or not those scholarships are stackable.
Okay, and then finally you say you really need to work to reach a point of crystal clarity. What do you mean by that? Because again, there's a lot of confusion out there. How can you be really crystal clear on things?
Again, walk through those financial aid award letters with the admissions counselors, walk through them with the financial aid counselors, and then make sure that you sit down at the dinner table with your family and say, here's where we're at. Lay out the financial aid award letters next to one another, do your values-based decisions on which college you think is the best fit, and then make sure that you have the funding to make it happen.
Well, thank you for joining us again. Hopefully bringing a little crystal clarity to this confusing process. We want to thank you so much. And you can find more information on paying for college then at our website, KARE11.com. Just look under money.